Hey,
Yeah,
everybody.
bye.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Okay.
he's leaving.
Hey,
Bye.
welcome.
Oh, fuck. Okay, go. We go right now?
Go, yes, go.
I'm scared.
Okay, friends, we're going to go try to pull the boots off the body, and I think it's going to be quite...
Oh, what was that? Fuck. I don't have time for this shit. Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, that's not strange. We have amnesia.
We're going.
Sneaking out.
And it's just like so late. I just want to like get it done, go to bed.
Sneaking out. Oh, the lady in the wheelchair's gone to bed.
Okay.
Oh.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Rivershore. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters,
I
washing
like the
the
zoom
filth
out.
away.
Oh, nice. That's pretty.
I can actually kind of see some of the area.
The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy.
I feel cold.
The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you.
It's cool to see this zoomed out actually because, so here's the bookshop over here, right?
Yep.
And this is the building that we went into from behind there, and the top of it's actually completely destroyed.
Oh, it's fucked. Yeah.
So, presumably, the person we're looking for who's talking inside the chimney is up here somewhere?
Possibly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get our coat. We know where it is. We just need like a stick or something. Okay, I guess we're going to do these?
Yeah, go for it.
What's in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble
this?
on an inlet
suppose
beyond
so.
the Bay of
Maybe the one
Revachol.
under
Ghosts
here?
rise into the sky.
Who are you, ghosts?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there?
Will I?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinaise every day.
What is down the shore?
Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs, cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction, a defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
And
It's the second
beyond
time
it?
we've heard mention of the church. I want to see if we can investigate it.
Coal City, end of all lines.
Okay. Run my
Your
fingers through my
hair
hair.
is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
So what's in the east?
I can't really be bothered with this, but I'm doing it anyway.
There's a fleet on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle under the counter by the window. Beyond that, the strike breakers have gathered. The great gates of the industrial harbour are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Clench your teeth to stop shuddering.
Is that one you want me to do?
Or, yeah, shake your shoulders. Do you want to do shake your shoulders?
Yeah, is that all right?
Yeah.
You shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow. Two green snakeskin shoes stand at attention on the mosaic paving of the plaza.
Yeah, great shoes. What's in the north?
Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls.
Interesting.
Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
It's interesting because they talk about this revolution and then they talk about a lost war. So did the revolution fail? But it seems like they did overthrow the government.
I don't know.
The evening news.
And closer?
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. The lingering odor of decomposition mixes with that of damp soil.
We still haven't got back there,
No.
which I'd quite like to. What's in the
A
south?
traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
And what's on the other
The
side?
road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
What do you
Top
want me
one
to
is
say?
the lyrics.
Yeah.
Why am I not there? Shudder, look further, look further.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain.
Oh, okay. That's us, right?
Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
Okay, what's above and what's below?
Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
This means nothing to me, but without the context of the starting visuals where there are helicopters floating around. So I presume that's what he's talking about.
Okay.
And what's below us?
Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater. Hidden weapon caches from the Revolution, doors leading down to L'Oroyam. The catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead.
I could go for investigating some catacombs.
Yeah.
These spring thaw
We
will not
experience.
last. The winter will return to Revachol.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, let's get to that body.
Yeah, fuck.
At least it didn't pass too much time in
That's
game.
true. Yeah. Come on. Okay. I did think, you know how we turned off the power to this? I wondered if we should turn it back on again until we find a better wrench or something, because we
sure.
don't want whatever's in there to get damaged.
Okay, that's fine.
This orange machine is dead still.
Because
It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer.
Okay.
The ice around it slowly melting.
Oh, well, maybe we should just leave it to slowly melt, though. I don't know. I don't mind either way. How about that?
maybe let's give it a day, and if we don't find it tomorrow.
Just circle the beer fridge.
The bear's eyes are
Okay.
still glowing red.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's
It's
go.
guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
I love this hand here.
Ugh.
It's great. Let's get
The
your
body
boots.
is reluctant to let go of the boots, as though it were
We've
its
got
last
health.
bit of dignity.
So let's do
Just, yeah.
We've got heaps of health.
Whatever you're planning to do, you need to do it before you catch pneumonia
Pull
in
on-
the cold draft
pull on one of
coming
them.
from deep inside the fridge.
Start with left.
It feels like the leg is going to come off along with the boot, but you're able to get the boot to move a centimetre or two.
Okay.
Try the right.
It's not completely useless. You're able to reveal a little more of the putrid polymer sock beneath the boot.
Oh, Graham. Okay.
Just relax. This is easy. This is happening.
Maybe do this, because sometimes
Yeah.
if we fix something, then it becomes easier to do the next thing, right?
Yes, yeah, yes.
Adjust his
He's
seating
too
position.
heavy to move by yourself.
Oh.
A great mass of dead muscles, with hoarfrost covering his milky eyes.
Never mind. Let's try and twist them off one
This
by one.
is the right method.
Oh, we got
It
them.
takes some time, but eventually the boots come off, with nasty slices of polymer sock stuck to even bigger pieces of skin and rotting flesh.
Wow.
Well, at least the whole feet didn't come off.
Yeah, I was expecting either nothing to happen or it to be much worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take stock
Not
of the
good.
damage.
Let's pin this on the bear. The ice bear tore up his legs with its claws. As for the boots, you can't possibly do anything with them until you've cleaned and disinfected them thoroughly.
Okay.
Yes, these absolutely need to be washed before. The stink is incredible.
Okay.
Okay.
Didn't the whirling have a kitchen?
Oh,
In the kitchen?
We can't do that in the kitchen.
Well, we're going to have to, aren't
Tell
we?
me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
How do you like it in the fridge?
I like it a lot, brother. This really is your finest hour. You're a genius. A regular Corporangelo.
Yeah, well,
Apparently I can ask him about the compartment in my ledger.
why not?
The blue heart. Oh, that's good shit. You'll love it.
I bet there's drugs
Just
on
press
there.
down and fuck it open like you always do.
Okay.
Fuck it hard. Corpo the clown.
Yeah, right. Yes.
Wow.
There's drugs.
He means force. It'll work.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay. There's nothing.
I don't want to say I hate you, stinking and boring, but maybe we should.
Maybe we could ask this again.
Yeah.
Because you have.
Just maybe I hate you, you stink and you're boring. This is not the real person. This is an internalization of.
That's
Do I remind you of someone?
Good point, is it?
A child born with Muller's disease, Harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
A baby affected with harlequinism.
You sure I got out of that one? Coppolini.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dream.
I just think that maybe that's a clue that we might find out something overnight.
When we dream. Okay, is it the boots? Have we got the boots?
The boots. Oh, they're not even in clothes.
Are they an interact? What's an interact? Yeah.
Here we go.
I think we need to do that before.
These boots were probably left on the corpse because they were impossible to pull off while it was hanging. They're not exactly pleasant to look at right now, much less smell. Hopefully soon you'll know more about them.
Will I ever be able to
The
wear them?
size seems about right. Once you get the foul-smelling flesh gunk out,
Is there a saying about walking in another man's
you've
shoes?
seen too much to be that naive. Even if you don't remember it, you'll never know what it was like to be him.
Put the boots away.
Okay, so
Okay, we gotta go
let's-
clean them, I think.
Yeah, let's try and do that before bed because I feel that
Yeah. The least Kim knows about this, the better.
I really do think so. Yes.
I'm gonna replug this in because I'm nervous about it.
Okay.
Only the red cable is somewhere. A machine hums along with the current, happy and contented.
Great. I wonder what would happen if we unplugged the other one. Where'd that go?
It goes to the air fridge.
Oh, of course it does. Yes. Right, let's go clean those boots. Hope that
I really
Kim is
feel
not
like there's
waiting for
something
us in the
else,
kitchen.
somewhere else we need to clean them.
Well, I mean, hopefully there's no one
the
there right
cook
now. But
likes
it's
us.
disgusting, right?
Well, there's nobody in here.
That's good.
Surely he doesn't mean for us to clean them in a pot.
This industrial gas-powered stove has been used to prepare food for many hungry hostel guests. There are several pots and pans on hand. Getting the corpse residue out of these boots is going to require patience, and also a huge pot full of boiling water, soap, and white vinegar.
Shall we start with the cleaning supplies?
Yeah, I do like one of
There
the
is a
options.
variety of
Master Chef
soaps
out.
and bleaches in the cabinet to the left of the stove. There is also a bottle of white vinegar in the cabinet next to the fridge.
Okay.
It's bad with those boots. Don't be stingy now.
So we've got, that's exactly what I need. Pour lots of dish soap into the pot. These boots are really disgusting. Pour some dish soap and the bottle of white vinegar. Both.
Both.
The delicious smells of cheap... All right
sorry.
now, Chef. Light up the stove and boil them.
Want to check out the cookware?
A commercial pot draws your attention. It's very large, gigantic even. It could be used to make enough stew to feed an entire city,
This is
and
so
also
bad.
to boil a putrid pair of death boots.
Oh, shit.
Okay, add water in the boots to the pot and bring it all to a nice boil.
The strong smell of vinegar forces you to step away from the pot. The water slowly comes to a boil.
Wait.
Strips of polymer fabric and human tissue separate from the lining of the boots. They float to the bubbling surface.
Beautiful or wait some more?
Oh,
Wait some more. Do you want me to say the other one?
I want you to say beautiful, only because I'm curious as to what it says.
Okay.
A 2-course dinner of rotting flesh and hardened ceramic.
Great.
The boots look cleaner and cleaner. Those bits of human flesh are beginning to look cooked. You can smell it too,
That's disgusting.
That's awful.
just like beef stew.
No.
Oh, man.
That's it, chef. The boots are as clean as they're going to get. Steam, dense with the smell of strange meat, disappears into the vent above the stove.
Dump the sock and flesh stew and examine your new boots.
Also, let's
Pair
not
of
eat
real
anything from this
beauties.
place.
The boots are shiny, hot, and reek of vinegar. Just perfect.
I was just saying, let's not eat anything from this place.
Master Chef out. Can we, like, clean up after ourselves?
Or throw the pot out. Ooh.
Bucks.
Well, we can pay for a stay tomorrow night, probably.
Oh man,
Fuck,
that's
that's
fucking
grim.
grim. Okay, we got another point, but we're gonna save up now, eh?
Yes, yeah.
We have something that we
Is it
can...
clothes now?
It's clothes now.
I don't want to put them on because...
Ooh, we get +2 to authority and -1 to composure. What are those?
I don't want Kim to see us wearing them yet.
Authority helps us to intimidate and assert ourselves, and composure is somewhere here.
Yeah.
Straighten your back, keep your poker face. Well, we've already got 4 in there, so
Okay. Well, let's actually go to bed, eh?
yeah.
We don't need it right now.
Yeah, so I think you're right. We don't need it.
But there was a quest for us to gather all the pieces, right?
Yes, yes. Although we don't know how we're going to do that when Kuno threw this helmet into the ocean.
Well, he said he did.
He said he did. That's true. All right, I'm going to save it. That feels so dodgy.
I mean, feels dodgy? It is dodgy. It is
I must say I was really
extremely dodgy.
hoping that we would find out something more from doing that, not just like get the boots.
Yes. Yes, I also... Where are we? Are we just sleeping? Yeah, in that mess
Sleeping
there,
in our
okay.
pile of shit.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The
The
sheets
window's
look
still
awful.
broken. Okay, whatever. Let's crawl in.
Okay.
Hopefully...
I'm
The
wondering.
sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes.
I'm wondering whether we will look a little bit healthier in the morning after a day of not drinking. What were you going to say?
No, I don't recall. I think that's a good point.
And then sleep
Oh.
and then sleep doesn't come.
What?
Oh no. But I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
The body is trying to tell us something.
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. Smells of alcohol and sweat and grease.
Right, because it hasn't
Gross.
been cleaned, right? We've been in this place for a couple of days just
Yeah, and the staff kind of gave
trashing
up on
things.
us.
Yeah.
Check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Okay. Roll over.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
Let's fall
Your
asleep.
breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
You did wonder if we would learn something.
Whoa. Are we sleepwalking or is this a dream? I think it's a dream based on the creepy ground.
This is
Talk to us, dead man!
Oh.
Disco ball.
Disco ball.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
What is this?
What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question.
I remember nothing.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Ooh, these are all interesting.
You said who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs between her legs and in her mouth?
I was left.
I was left. That's what I'm assuming.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
Ooh, what do you want to say?
Well, I'm worried if we use... Oh, we haven't got health at the moment. That's what to say. If we use the bottom one, we might, diminish our...
Our morale.
Yeah. And we were talking before that hope is important, right?
How what?
Hope is important.
Yeah, I guess... I don't know whether it's because we've just started the game with his amnesia. My feeling is like it's like a second chance for him to walk away from all of the guilt and negativity that he has and sort of start afresh.
So getting it all back is not necessarily what you're wanting, but building something afresh, right?
Yeah. But I don't know if that's what this means.
That kind of feels a bit...
Suicidal.
yeah.
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 What should we say?
I don't want to come back.
They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me.
Just have a door situation. She's noticed. She's immediately noticed.
You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Useless. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning furious truth. 8,000 years of written history.
Wow, that's quite a lot.
You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them.
I mean, have we really failed
Really fucked up.
every single person? I feel like we didn't fail. We haven't failed Kim yet.
So have we talked to you before, or I can come back from this? What do you reckon?
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
How about I'm trying to solve this case?
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
Wow, he's really taken a negative slant on this ancient reptilian brain.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
I wonder if it's withdrawal.
Oh. Oh no, there's another type.
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too, so soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork, barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry.
Okay.
I think you might be right, that especially that this is coming from the limbic system.
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Well, our different phases of our mind are certainly taking a positive tone on this whole situation.
Okay, everything's all healed up.
We
Lovely.
healed up, despite the poor sleep.
Okay, so we are grappling with the fact that we are alive and awake.
Okay, what do we got
Good
here?
going, buddy.
Electrochemistry, I do think we're withdrawal.
I want to say any of these. What do you prefer?
Top one.
What the hell was that?
Just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
The hell's
What
going
the
on with me?
hell?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this
It's just
happening?
that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
Or not?
You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
Okay. So, shall we say, wait, what is speed? I just want to know how the game describes it.
Okay. I'm interested that this is a failure here.
Oh. Yeah, that is interesting.
But we still have the option to say no.
Yes.
What is
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and ready to detect. Ready to go to war against the world.
Oh, this is hard because if we are addicted, then we're going to potentially really struggle with this day, right?
Yes.
And it might just be that there is some sort of, I don't know. Anyway, I would say, it's good. It would be good to get yourself off it if you can.
Yeah, well, as we were saying before, well, at least I was saying, I kind of like the idea of this amnesia moment being an opportunity for Raphael here to potentially have a bit of a restart on his life. So
Sure.
I'm not judging anybody who wants to go with the electrochemistry way of playing this game, but I think if we can, I'd quite like to not.
But because of this idea that we're playing Raphael as you say, someone who is taking the opportunity to run and change his life,
Yeah,
right? Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah, and get to a better place than he was.
Yeah, I think like in real life, just coming off, particularly if someone is quite addicted and has been taking drugs regularly, not necessarily safe.
Yeah, not necessarily safe, especially if we're like at risk of a heart attack and we're not in a place where we can get medical attention and
it's
and
good
we're in the
to
middle
do
of a
it supported.
case. Yeah.
But hey, let's for the context of this game, let's just go.
Let's try it. At
Are
least.
you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week? Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
Well, fuck it.
Let's opt out.
That's a
anyway.
lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
I wonder if that's how people actually feel.
Probably.
You know, I won't be interesting. I won't be able to function. I won't be able to, you know.
I'll become a boring pleb.
A sad shell. A sad pleb. Yeah.
Okay. Time to head out for the day with our terrible secret.
So shall we knock on Kim's door? How are we going to explain this to Kim, though, when we go to the body? Let's just not go to the body for a little while. Can we not knock? Oh, maybe he's downstairs.
We seem to have...
Shall we do the, Oh, yeah.
What were you saying?
Shall we do the run the number on the victim's armor?
Oh, yeah. Kane.
Which we have some of it now.
Junko, are you gonna, like, sit? No, you're just gonna hover like... Oh! There's people here. Is it the union people?
That side area is open.
Yeah,
And Kim is ready to talk to us.
he is. Good morning.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
Okay. What do you mean by rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the union. These men here,
Okay.
men who drink beer for breakfast. There's talk of an armed wing of the union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
Are these the men Gart told us about yesterday?
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the
It's
manager
interesting,
said.
though, because Gart said that they would be in the evening, right?
I thought
One
so, but
thread
maybe
less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it.
he said something like after 7 and we just assumed it was 7 p.m. instead of 7
Oh,
a.m.
maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. So what do we need to talk to them?
Everything points to the dock workers' union. The belt used for hanging him, tracks in the
They're not
mud,
gonna
the
just tell us that,
circumstances
are they?
in Martinez, my preliminary information, which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
Okay.
I don't think this will lead to anything, but we should ask that. There are
Yeah.
so many
That
of them.
would just escalate tensions.
Sorry.
No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union.
So we're trying not to escalate things.
In
Which is
fact,
fair.
even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
Okay, that's good to know.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
I mean, we want to talk to them.
A power move. Purposefully concentrate
So we
on
should.
something else first.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms.
Okay, well, we've got 3 yeses to ignoring them. So,
But aren't you curious to
Yes,
know
but
what
we'll
they
come
have
back.
to say about the murder?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
I think we're going to go past them.
yeah. Curious why she's over here now. But I don't really want to talk to her. I want to do stuff. Oh, and the gardener's inside. Interesting. Oh, they've got... I bet there's money in there.
Maybe there is. Look, it's zooming around.
It's because it's her dinner time.
So,
Ha! We're so on
So,
control of...
let's go run the
everything.
numbers. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tangible clue.
In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye.
Why was I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to...
Do something important? Something murder related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery.
Oh, baby.
This is a Caprice Kanema, the Caprice Motor Corps follow-up to their highly successful workhorse, Caprice 40, and the answer to the Lum's racing breed, Firth series.
Okay.
With its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox, the Kanema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds and go on to a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour.
I can let her out. Oh, you give her dinner?
Yeah. Okay. Won't it roll over at the first sharp corner?
Yeah.
The high center of balance is offset by a large battery bank mounted at the bottom of the cabin, feeding all the auxiliary systems and making the Kanema effectively a mobile power plant.
This tech talk is really rubbing me the right way here.
Due to a quite steep price tag, it is very unusual to see one in police livery.
It is interesting. Oh, and then Kim has this, and he had the fancy hubcaps.
Let's tell him we think it's cool.
Yes.
You want to take a closer look?
Yeah.
What's it packing back then? Or we can say a fine machine.
Sure.
What do you want me to say?
What's it packing there?
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
Yeah, let's say it then.
7.2. Supercharged.
He's trying to suppress a smug smile unsuccessfully.
He likes his car.
He does. A fine machine.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
Nice.
There's a gentleness in the lieutenant's voice as his eyes run over the vehicle's contours.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down.
I mean, sounds like it's pretty fancy
Helium
already.
headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
Too? Ever thought about switching to helium headlights?
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first.
A friendship statement!
That's super cute. Let's do that.
If we ever get this case solved, maybe we could do it together.
Maybe. Yes, definitely, maybe.
That's a no.
Oh, I have feelings.
That's a no, but that is cute. He didn't. He was polite about it. That's
Do you
cute.
think?
Yeah, if someone asks you something and you don't want to do something with them and you know you don't have to commit to it later, you're like, yeah, maybe.
I interpreted that as that it was his original maybe. And then he like smiled, kind of was like,
Yeah, definitely maybe.
yeah, definitely maybe. Like, yeah, we could definitely maybe do that. You know?
He's not committing to anything. That's fine. Yeah.
And means no.
You're right. Okay. Well,
but he was
we've got
polite about
time.
it.
We've got time to
Inside, you
We'll
see
wear
a
him down.
set of steering levers,
Yeah.
a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Okay,
This is
radio.
Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Have you heard back
yes.
from the ICP about the serial number?
Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Bétancourt sur la Clé in 42.
What year
It
is
was
it
part of
now?
a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Iranese pharmaceutical companies in the Seminine conflict.
That's all
Interesting.
meaningful, I'm sure.
So, it seems the armor went to Seminine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
What's it called now?
Yeah.
The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Trinell. And the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor.
A military contractor. So who's hiring military contractors? Is it the docks to go against the union workers? And is that why the guy got murdered?
Maybe.
A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted.
Okay.
Okay, we've got first, has the firm continued to work for pharmaceutical companies through all of these name changes? Or we can say a suit of armor like this would have been customized to fit the wearer.
Let's ask that because we were... I was going to say the suit of armor because we were prompted to.
Well, I was just going to say this because it's like first, like like before we asked this, can we ask this?
Hard to say. The client list is rather diverse and incomplete. The only constant seems to be that the mercenaries are always deployed in third and fourth world countries.
Okay. So
Is Revachol a third world country?
well, I mean,
Maybe.
yeah.
Seems like it is.
pretty derelict, right?
Yeah. A suit of armor would be customized.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
Yes.
Could you? That'd be
This is
great.
a fun challenge for her, an opportunity to contribute beyond doing her job by rote. She'll gladly put in the extra effort for Team RCM.
Top one, yeah.
I really appreciate your efforts.
Glad to help. Call back tomorrow.
Nice.
Hopefully I'll have more for you then.
Good
Okay.
job, Alice. Okay, cool.
I'm on the radio for now.
Over and out.
I wonder if Kim has anything to say about
In the
that.
cabin, you see a set
gonna
of
do this.
steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and
Yes,
the
yes,
soft
yes, you've said this
white
many
suede
times.
feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
Okay, I don't really see why we'd need to do this part though, because that would be if we were going to drive it, right?
You're just like tapping it.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
No, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They're also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
Okay.
He cares about his car. That's cool.
does. Okay, thank you for lending us your car once again, Kim.
All right, so shall we check out our quest list? And,
Yes.
So that's cool. We can do that again tomorrow.
So we've still got interview the union boss, enter the harbour and seek an audience with the local union leader, Everett Clare. You need to ask him about the murder in his district and interview the Wild Pines rep. Find the representatives of the logistics company who owns the harbour and ask her about the murder. She should be around here somewhere.
We haven't found her yet, have we?
No, we haven't.
So what else have we got? Are we wanting to do
Oh,
one of those
sorry.
two?
I was wanting to do those two.
Okay, cool. Hi.
A squeaky cat! Oh, we still haven't done this though.
Yeah.
It would be nice to do that. How would we even do that though?
Should we just go for a romp up top?
Because
An old call box with a matrix of push East Delta Commerce Center.
Push something.
This must be the name of the doomed commercial area.
okay, so the boxing place doesn't have anything in it, right?
So we've got main hall, a whole bunch of other stuff. I was just wondering if there was something up top that we could go to.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure
What's
out.
the empty card? 12.
Let's try that.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Should we go 11? Yeah.
Silence. No one answers your call.
All right.
Okay. We don't need to talk to anyone in the whirling and rags. I don't think there'll be anything in here, but let's click it anyway.
Sure.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Fortress Accident is the funny place.
You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything. You can almost hear them breathe.
Yeah, hello?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
This is a woman's voice crackling and fragile through the static.
Have you come to place an order?
Maybe?
Where are
She
you?
sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly.
Interesting
lie.
options here. We could lie and say, yes, I've come to place an order, or who is this? I've been inside the building, but I didn't see anyone from Tricentennial Electrics. This place is deserted. Or I could say, hold on, Tricentennial Electrics, I thought I was calling Slipstream SCA.
I'm keen to say either 1 or 3.
Let's go with this one.
Oh my God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. Oh my God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
Oh.
Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
I absolutely go along with it.
Something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Maybe do we know each other? Because that's not... I don't know.
I don't know. My feeling is either 1 or 3.
Yeah, likewise. Go with your gut.
Michelle, just please.
She stops and you can hear her breathe heavily, her breath distorted by ancient static. Michelle!
Is she talking to us, though, or someone else?
Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel detached from your surroundings. Inside the building, a cold memory hangs.
Ooh.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
I kind of, well, ooh, this is tricky because the top one, she doesn't know we've lost our memory and we've just lied and said, here we are back in your life.
Yeah.
Right? Of course I care. It's just that I've been going through a tough time, some tough time. Ooh.
I'm really torn.
I don't mind either of those.
I don't mind either. I think we should go with our lie.
Okay,
at
go
this
with the lie.
point.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different.
Ooh.
As if my mind's been wiped clean.
I don't think she actually means forgotten though, right?
A spot of static overrides her words.
I'm not sure she's
When
real.
she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
Oh, maybe that's why Kim's giving us a weird look.
It's so nice.
Oh.
It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Yeah, forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry. The cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who's 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor.
Hello?
Please don't cry.
Okay.
She doesn't answer.
Are you still there?
Ooh.
What's so nice about forgetting?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
One of these?
Yeah. I feel risky on that one, but let's do it, shall we?
Yeah.
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
It must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should maybe stop playing with this doorbell. It looks ancient.
Okay. It's goodbye then.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Oh, so calling her again means we have to do a check, which I'm not keen to do with only 42.
No, neither.
Um,
All right. Are we going to do more of these or are we going to do something else?
well, yeah, I'm still, you know, how do we solve this case of
Yeah.
the ghost?
That's a great question. Can we go inside and check out the furnace again?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure
How do I get out of here? Leave.
I'm sure it'll be all just the same and just be a wee bit of a prompt of like, you know.
Don't look in the fridge, Kim. Don't look in the
A
fridge.
thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
So we have to put a point into physical instrumental.
Oh shit, we've got a point. We do have
we
a
do
point.
have a point.
Let's do it. We should ask him though that. Yeah.
What is this?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
He opens the door and gingerly peeks inside.
No one has used it in ages.
Smear
No
hands.
signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
All right, I'll smear my
A lush
hands with
layer
coal.
of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles.
I mean, we've got
Your
gloves on.
hands look ancient.
Great.
Maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future archaeologists. No, that would be stupid.
I reckon we should put the point in and give it a go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Well,
Wait,
no,
was
wait,
it that?
no,
What
no.
was it?
Can we just double check that? It might have been. But I just want to double check it.
Physical instrument.
In the middle on the, yeah. Oh, that is a good one anyway, though. Cool. So we probably want to get that one up to 4 as well, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Okay,
That's a good check.
that's pretty high.
Okay.
Let's go. What?
You may retry it. Maybe we need to leave the conversation.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Something
Yes!
breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then
Huh? Yes.
you've awakened the entity.
2 or 3. Summon the ghost of this doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit, or hello.
Yes.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the 2nd floor.
Oh.
I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
Nice.
Good job.
After you, officer.
Good thinking, Izza.
Okay,
Just gonna do a little save. So we don't get murdered by the ghost. Oh, we need the torch.
Oh, shit.
Where are we? Here.
An empty hand over here. Okay, good. Okay, cool.
Where is this? Ooh, up here? How do we get up there?
That's a great question. There was a safety curtain that she's opened. Ah!
Did we just completely miss these stairs last time?
No. Did we? Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe.
The floorboards creak, shoes in a puddle of melting snow.
Can we take them?
What's this? Oh, is it? Yes.
Postcard.
The Delta
Ooh,
51.
I wonder if that's got the password on it.
Surely we didn't just... Well, maybe we did.
Maybe we did.
Oh, no, we didn't. We didn't.
Okay,
Like, there's a
here
person
we go.
there.
Hi.
This is a tray full of dice, colourful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them.
I understand. I too am a dice goblin. Candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice.
Nice. All right.
Yes. Hang on. Before we talk to her, I want to look at that card we found. Oh, there's no interact option.
Okay. Well,
Okay, that's all right.
yes, with luck.
Hello? Who
Hello.
are you?
I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
I love that I'm just shining this torch in her face.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
Ooh, we do have
Could
money
this be
dice.
the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now.
Let's do it then.
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Let's ask about what do you mean by Melius?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
She pats the headphones on the table.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting.
You must
I
have
was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
I didn't knock on the window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice.
Okay.
Did you
wait.
have something specific in mind?
Maybe.
What are you
I'm a
talking about?
novelty dice maker.
Oh,
Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
okay.
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure. I like role-playing games and I need some dice.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set.
We've got enough.
Unless you want something
Yeah,
really
but
unusual.
then we wouldn't be able to afford to
Okay,
sleep.
We've got
Take a
something we
look
can pawn.
around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shelves like stalagmites.
You can't tell me you don't want to see it.
falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide.
How
Ask
did you
what
become
need.
a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
Even if you don't have a lot of money, you still can sometimes find yourself spending money on novelty dice.
Do we want to ask about the guy Lynch?
Yeah.
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might. The
Oh,
lieutenant
sorry.
looks at his notebook. Then the woman under the large window.
Oh, she
I
might
just skipped over our voice saying we might be dealing with a malignant entity here.
Yes.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my
You seriously
window.
didn't see a bunch of people lynching somebody? Like,
So what do you mean by the daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
She stops and to try and come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
well, she says she
But
didn't
I never
see it.
saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
You never took your eyes off your work to look out the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the
Well-
darkness.
They might have had light. I don't know.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
Do you work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it. And I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Thank you for your
She
answers.
nods.
Anything else, officer?
Let's order the dice. A die. Just one. Okay, is that 10 for one? I thought she was it 10 for a set?
She said 10 for a set.
I thought so.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Cursed dice. Do you have any cursed dice?
Do you have any cursed dice?
What do you mean by cursed?
As cursed as this commercial area.
All right. How about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real,
Ooh.
and I'll give you your cursed die.
Yeah, it's a deal.
Okay.
Great. See you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
Where are we anyway?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there.
Her hands also
But
covered
when
in
I
soot.
arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
You're just squatting in this random
Furnace.
furnace.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Okay.
Creative.
Okay. I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
How do you explain what happened to all those companies, Sam?
Yeah.
Unless you want me to say the
Well,
bottom
it's a
line.
weight, so I think it's worth saying.
Oh, yeah.
It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced that the place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Oh, the second one. Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going.
Or we can say the curse is just binding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later, everyone will fail, even her. Or I don't know why the bookstore hasn't gone bankrupt yet. That's what I'm here to investigate. And the top one is Plaisance is a wise woman. She has so many trinkets protecting her against the curse. Do you have a preference?
I like 2.
Okay, let's go.
All right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags?
Oh, it's
Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Okay, so hold on.
How is the whirling in rags part of
You
it?
could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East of the Commerce Central project.
Sorry, I was just reading the second one. No, the Willing isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off and the customers are having trouble getting bills. It's us. We're the customers.
We are the customers.
You're right. The Willing doesn't really look like it's cursed. Well, she's kind of right? Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say
And
that one.
then there is me.
She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie there, scattered from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
She seems to be doing okay.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Oh, okay, so Plaisance thinks it's because you're the source of it, a malignant entity. It's because you're competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you. The curse will get to you, have no doubt about it. It just doesn't care about earthly timeframes. And I'll be the first to admit that there are many inconsistencies in the so-called curse.
I kind of feel like the bottom one.
Yeah, right.
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
No, I think it's just a really depressed
Time
area.
has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
So we have, I think it still might be you that's causing this, and narrow your eyes very mysteriously. I'm starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations. Honestly, I'm still not sure. This world is a puzzling place.
I like the third one.
I do too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it now? I've always thought it's a rather mundane and boring place with no supernatural surprises in sight.
Well,
That seems like a dull way to live your life.
Well, if you ever find a way to explain all those inconsistencies in the curse, let me know.
she turns back to her work.
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see.
It is legendary, the Shivers one. I reckon we try. It's not going to harm anything.
Well, it might.
Do you reckon?
Well, I don't really think it will, but you know how we did get morale damage from failing a check.
Shit,
just
it
the
is Shivers
previous
though.
day.
Shall we do you know what happened to the other tenants and then try it?
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Sure.
All of them.
Quite a lot of them spring to
Oh
mind.
my gosh. Okay.
Jeepers creepers.
Fuck.
I don't think I care that much, to be
That
honest.
was a terrifying taxidermy bear in the cellar. Number 8.
Oh boy, the fabled Revo Show ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by 2 guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
What were their
Indeed.
other ideas?
What were the other ideas?
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth.
Okay.
And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
She leans back, disapproving.
Fritta does the same
I
thing.
was going to say, reminds me of the...
Yes.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravashow ICT.
Is that such a bad thing?
And they already had the bear.
She closes her eyes as if remembering something painful.
What about the bear?
The bear.
She repeats, pressing thumbs into her temples like trying to suppress a headache.
It didn't work
Of
out.
course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted.
Oh no, what's
That could be a problem.
That could be a problem.
Eventually, Ravashow ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
I'm sure the bear was doing its best.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't doing his best, I mean.
How come?
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion.
Okay.
Sounds cool.
What's Megatherion?
Megatherion, a mega wild beast.
It's a mega wild beast.
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life.
Okay.
By telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Okay.
I don't have a comment on drugs.
Understandable. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all.
Sure.
Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Little sparkling embers under the window.
What I was going to say about the drugs was the no comment was, it's no comment. No comment.
No comment. Yeah.
Outside it's light. Light scatters from the low-hanging cloud cover. There's always the threat of snow.
Anything else?
Okay.
Another
We'll
failed business
we come
perhaps?
come
Actually,
back
that's
for some
another
of
time.
Here
these.
for a long time.
All right, should we leave it there? And then when we come back another time, it might be good to go speak with Plaisance.
Yeah.
Oh,
I want to ask this question.
okay, yeah.
Because I just want to get out of this conversation because I
Sure.
can't save it, right?
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
Is that the new one at the bottom?
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
Should we ask her that? So you're telling me the doorbell with the empty name card was yours?
Yeah, I also want to ask this question.
Okay. Yes.
A strange thing happened when I tried calling a company named Slipstream SCA. Someone answered.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years.
Well, it wasn't them.
Are you sure it was Slipstream SCA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
She said she was from Tricentennial Electrics.
Tricentennial Electrics?
There's a moment before she recognizes the name.
It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
Well,
I mean, it
100 years
wasn't-
ago, and she recognized our voice?
Also, it wasn't a child's voice.
No, it was something else. It was eerie.
There is a ghost.
Maybe there is a ghost.
It was too real to be just a prank. Either we're dealing with a professional actress, or whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
I want to say either of these two.
Let's go with the... Oh. Yeah, let's go with number 2.
Pranks can be eerie.
She looks as if she's still convinced it's something to be worried about. Great, good for you.
Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
That's a great way of looking at it.
So you're telling me the doorbell with an empty card was yours?
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
I like how she's like, yet, and like, I haven't got around to it yet, but then she's like, I've been working here for 14 years. I'm just going to ask this so that we can clear off this section.
Right. It used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, floriography, trick-track, especially pinball.
That's a great advice.
Isn't her business based around a fad?
Is gaming systems a fad?
I mean,
They've been around since the 70s.
true, but people might have thought the same thing about any of these things at the time, right?
Fair.
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
Okay, I just want to get out of this conversation, so I have a few more questions about the
Sure,
building.
I'm listening.
Bottom one.
I had other
Good.
questions.
I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Do we want to try that? We're not going to pass it.
I'm not going to pass it. I mean, there's 1 in 12 chance that we will get a double 6.
What's the harm in trying it?
I don't think there's any harm.
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
Okay.
I had no idea that was going to. I thought it wouldn't. Anyway, we've got, hey, Niha, the curse is real, and I figured out why it has spared you. And this is just a theory, but hear me out. I think I know why your business hasn't failed.
I don't mind which one we say.
I don't either. Bottom one?
Bottom line.
Didn't we already talk about this?
It's because you're not in the same building as the others. This isn't technically the doomed commercial
What are you
area.
talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guilain 10.
Well, it is technically like the big building rather than the front building,
Yeah,
right?
I'm interested to hear our reasoning.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
Uh-huh. No, this used to be a coal plant. Touch the safety curtains. You're in the chimney of another building.
This doesn't make any sense.
She looks around the makeshift nest that she has carved out for herself, bewildered.
Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from?
Oh, what about the last one? I'm just using logic. It's windy in here. You probably haven't. How does that make it a different building, though?
I'm going to say it anyway.
You're right. I should take a trip to the roof once the snow is gone. Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces.
Top one. Actually, it's only your workshop that's protected. You should still do something to defend your person.
She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
You know what this is?
She raises her hand to reveal a piece of metal shining on her index finger.
A lucky charm?
It's a mourning ring.
Oh.
I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
Why are you telling me this?
It wasn't just a jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney?
Don't call it a dump. You've made it nice and cozy in here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's why people like role-playing games. And I was like, well, unless you've been through a TPK and then you know. It is.
It's not all fun and games.
It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world.
She picks up a pair of dice from the table and examines them under the light.
But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories,
gained a thought.
officer.
Okay.
Cool. Leave.
That was cool.
That was really interesting. The precarious world. Temporary research bonus. All red checks fail.
What?
Research time 4 hours. Seems like the point of this game is victory. The absence of defeat on all fronts. Victory in business ventures and creative undertakings. Victory in love and over other people. Political victory, ideological victory, hell, even sexual victory. Definitely a lot of object-based victories too. Having things and not losing them. One problem though, not a lot of victors in sight. Everyone's mostly losing. Why is that? And how do you not lose?
What do we get out of this? I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. It just
I
seems
don't want to do
depressing.
it either. It seems stupid. There's lots and lots and lots of potential thoughts to internalize, and only 12 maximum slots.
So we can't get rid of them once we've internalized them? Is that the point we need to, like, just keep them?
I think someone said that you can spend skill points to forget things.
But we need to pick which ones we want to have as core pieces of our brain.
Yeah.
Okay, not right now, is what I'm going to say.
Yeah,
and
I mean, it
certainly
doesn't
this one
seem-
feels a bit...
Yeah, I mean, we didn't internalize this one either because it gave us a -1 to win authority.
No,
so I'm just, we'll see what thoughts become available to us.
Yeah, okay, cool.
And we don't have to go along with them. Wow, so that was interesting. Oh, we've got a thing to do on Tuesday now.
Is that today? Yeah, it's later today. Yes.
Still got lots to do, like interviewing these important people, but we don't have enough time for that right now.
No.
So we'll leave you here.
So go out, get yourself some snacks, and we'll catch you next time.
Yeah, or some dice.
Some dice. Get yourself some dice. Hoard them like a goblin. And then use them next time we see you.
I may be making myself an advent calendar with
You said I'm
dice.
so impressed.
I only have 2 new sets.
Yes.
So I'm alternating dice days and chocolate days.
Nice.
In my advent calendar that I haven't actually made yet. And it's the 2nd of December.
Yeah, well.
But I have all the things to go inside.
Friends, get your advent calendar. We'll see you next time.
See you then.
Bye.